Carlos,
What is up, Eric?
how are you, my friend?
Uh, I'm beat, man.
It's been one hell of a run, huh? Shot Show 2020, dude.
Holy crap. Wow.
It was our first one.
Thank God only one for the year, man. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it was good. I think we got a lot out of this. I think I learned a lot. I think we were able to demonstrate a lot to, the people who follow our channel and the vendors that we work with. And, hopefully coming away from here, there's a lot of good that will continue to move forward. So, man, there was a lot that went on. I think, just behind the scenes and the amount of scrambling, it's really hard to describe that to people. But coming out of here, 50 videos. This is Shot Show 2020 video number 50. What do you say about that, huh?
Uh, I that's like an unprecedented amount of videos out of the event. Although the truth is, I think that if we would have stayed there a day longer, we would have probably gotten way more. We probably could have gotten into like 70. But I mean, again, this is something that we can shoot for, next year, hopefully. I'd say hopefully, but my hopes are up.
So at this point, while we're filming this, really we're at the end of like the second week. I mean, in the 50 videos, all got filmed, edited, and released in like ballpark, I would say 10 days.
Yeah.
So pretty fairly rigorous schedule we put on ourselves to get that accomplished.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of networking, a lot of planning, a lot of extra planning, a lot of scratching out and then plan Bs and then scratching out the plan Bs and plan Cs and oh, let's see if we can coordinate this now and push, the timetables forward here. A lot of missed lunches, uh, and
No, I
a
don't think
lot of
we.
walking.
Yeah, yeah,
A
that
lot of
was the thing. I mean, going through the show and seeing all the booths, and that's all well and good, but what people really didn't understand or get to see was the amount of walking we did. I mean, every single day, waking up, walking, what, probably, I would say a little over a mile anyway.
a mile to and a mile from just to get
Yeah,
there,
right.
and I mean, I guess we were psyched in the morning and it would kind of, it was good for the circulation, kind of getting the feet ready and stuff like that, and warming up to go in. But man, let me tell you, I didn't mind it when I got there. Man, I fought myself while I was getting back, because at
Well,
the end of the day, to walk back, it was an adventure, because there was a lot of walking that was being done during the day. I mean, we sat maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes out of the whole day, 30 minutes, if
right.
that.
Now, 8:30 to 5:30, 3 days in a row, no lunches. But the good thing was on the way back, we got some pretty good tacos.
Oh yeah, 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 no, yeah. And I mean, not just 8:30 to 5:30, but I mean 7:40 if you think about it, because that was the time that we were getting ready to go over there, and then
Yeah,
getting to the place, sitting down, doing our little powwow and getting ready for that day, figuring out the map, who we were going to see and coordinating everything,
Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is DCS.
and then going in, so that's and then coming back, of course.
yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Now that you mention it, coming back at the end of the day, downloading the footage, checking the footage, charging the batteries. After reviewing the footage, even starting edits. I mean, Instagram blasts and photos and all that stuff. There's a lot that goes into just keeping that moving.
It is. It's I don't know how like people do it, like as one, I mean, as one channel, to be able to do something like that. I have to tip my hat to whoever can do that.
Mm,
I mean, between the two of us, it was a labor of love. It was a pretty intensive labor of love, and we had help along the way, meeting with people and coordinating with people beforehand, and pre-mapping where we were going to go so that we weren't literally bouncing from floor to floor and stuff. But even with that, it was a real challenge. And I thought that, going into it, having already done Blade Show, it was going to be a little bit, I guess there was the expectation was there that, yeah, we were going to learn kind of as we went, but I didn't think it was going to be as big as that. Shot Show is huge. That place is just huge. It's just
Yeah, it was incredible. And that you brought up a good point, which was the pre-planning, all the phone calls ahead of time, making sure that we had our vendors lined up and squared away and the people that we really wanted to see and scheduling times. And I think we nailed it where trying to actually look at the floor plan and finding blocks of time that fell within a certain floor area, that definitely cut down on a whole bunch of walking.
definitely, definitely. And I mean, even before that, I mean, if you think about it, even securing, our media passes, to
Yeah.
go in and, coordinating with, all those different companies and getting the flights and securing securing the room.
Yeah.
Oh man, we won't
Nice
talk about that.
room. Yeah, that's we should talk about that. Circus
Yeah, don't talk
place
about Circus Circus.
that place smells. I will not go back. It was cheap for a reason.
Yeah, yeah. Luckily, we stayed on the 35th floor, so the air quality was, I think you described it as not bad.
It was like almost acceptable.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, generally speaking, though, I mean, it was in good proximity to the convention center, so
Oh
you
yeah.
gotta give it that. Gotta give it
Yeah,
that.
no, no, no. I'll give it that. And then plus, we figured out instead of having to cut through the casino and having to deal with the interesting aromas that the
Yeah.
casino offered us, that we went to the side of the building and we had some fresh air. We probably saved our lungs about 3 years worth of emphysema.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. And speaking of emphysema, you can actually hear in my voice. I think both of us caught ourselves a little bit of a cold coming out of that place. So, oh
Yeah,
my God,
yeah. They say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but something came back, man.
it
I don't
did. It
know.
did.
Yeah.
But no, I wanted to ask you. I mean, 50 unique interviews of them. Which one was your highlight? Which one for you was like the one that you walk away with saying, "Hey, man, that was sweet."
Uh, wow. I want to say it was running into David at the Wii Knife Company booth,
Yep.
mainly because my first like run in with somebody from a big company was David.
Yep.
And years ago it was at Blade Show, and it was when he was with Kaiser. And we ran into him again last year at Blade, and he was with Artisan. And then this year he's with We Knife Company, and it's always a pleasure to speak with him because he's so spirited when it comes to what he does. He speaks very well of the companies that he represents, no matter which company he represents, and he's an asset, and he really likes talking about the knives and tools and stuff like that. He really is a knife guy, and he's a good showman, and he believes in what he does, and it's cool to see how he has grown and where he's come from and where he's come. And it was nice being able to run into him, and I don't think we touched up on it earlier, but it was really cool that we were able to come into this while it was in the blind. It wasn't completely in the blind because we had other companies that we knew of, and
Right.
people that we had met along the way and emailed and talked to, and then they were already welcoming us because they knew us already. It's not like, oh, Carlos from Daily Carry Solutions and Eric from the Outer Limitless. It's Eric and Carlos. Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah. No, I thought that was pretty funny. In fact, that's exactly what happened to me with the Helicontext guys. It's funny, you go back and forth for so long. I've been talking to those guys for like 3 years now, and the U.S. rep. I mean, I have gone back and forth with him now dozen times. He knows what I look like, but I don't know what he looks like. I don't even know what he sounds like because it's just all typed. So he turns around and sees me and is like, "Hey, Eric, what's going on, man?" And I'm like, "Who is this guy?" And I look down. I'm like, "Oh, dude, it's you!" Like, hey, you know. So
Yeah.
it is pretty cool like that. I would say for me, you know what? When I really, really enjoyed, there were two of them that I really enjoyed that were like kind of different. Wicked Edge and Psionics. I liked both of those. I thought they were just unique and different. Obviously, David's son, I greatly enjoyed him. And David Canterbury. I always enjoy David Canterbury. It made me think, was there any interview that you wish you got that we didn't get? I know my pick.
Oh man. I mean, of anybody there, if it wasn't even a booth, I would have. Oh man, I don't know, because there were even a lot of like YouTube, channels and YouTube celebrities and stuff that were there, I guess.
I agree. I didn't see any really. A few.
Yeah, there were a couple. I would have liked to have run into. Well, I would have liked to speak with Hickok 45,
Yep.
and gotten him
We,
gotten some airtime with him. Really
yeah, we
cool
saw him
guy.
in the background. We saw him out there.
Guy's
Yep.
freaking tall. Guy's a Viking, but he was there. Talon Say was there. I mean, a bunch of people. But I would say the owner from ProTech. I want to say his name is Dave or Dan. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was going all
I've
good.
always wanted to.
We had that scheduled. Not finalized and scheduled, but we had it in our schedule to cover that booth. We never made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it would have been Ethan Becker. Just such a great guy. Iconic. He's got that, just that wisdom, and that air about him. And we covered him at Blade, so it would have been nice to get back there and see him again. And he has actually a really badass new knife out this year. I don't know if you saw the new line. I want to say it's the BK18. That thing looks awesome. I would have loved to have seen that and heard it from his own mouth, because I know he's proud of that design, and it's pretty cool.
I have a feeling that when we run into him at Blade, because if he's in good spirits and he's in good health, he's going to be at Blade show.
Yeah.
He's there every year at the K-Bar booth. I think that if he's there, and I have a feeling he will be, we'll be able to run into him and kind of talk to him a little bit. Now, and by then in June, the knife having been on the market for a little while, he'll be able to talk a little bit more about it in length. And who knows, they might have a special edition to come out. I mean, you never know between now and then. I mean, it only seems like it's what, 5 months away, but it's going to be in the blink of an eye. So
we already start booking our plane tickets in our hotels. So
go.
I'm going to stay at someplace nice this time. I might even opt for my own room.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You have a guest room here.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
the air is clean, and you can have tacos here if you want. That's perfectly fine.
That's good. Well, I'm gonna have to take you up on that. That'd be great. Great.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get Mark in there too.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, a lot of behind the scenes, a lot of action, a lot of great things, a lot of neat people. Awesome working with you again, man. I gotta say, dude, after editing this whole thing, it was awesome just watching you work. Smooth, intelligent, just interesting topics. I'm glad you were able to cover all that, the gun material the way you did.
Thank you.
I think it's pretty neat where between the two of us, we can walk into pretty much any booth, not daunted, not afraid, not nervous, with a pretty good idea, able to approach it, get a good presentation, interact with the presenters, and by the end of it, have a good, solid piece. So time and time again, and over, 49 features plus this one here, man, I'd say we pretty much stomped it.
Yeah, we did, and I don't think people really grasp the fact that it's like two, people such as us. Like, I've never done this before Blade Show and before Shot Show. It's like it was
second one.
Yeah, and for you to go to like an outdoors trade show because I mean, SHOT Show, yeah, there's the guns, you know, but it's sport hunting and outdoor trade show, so it's a little bit of everything. As you can see in the videos, I mean, everything, you know, pretty much, you know, tactical, wilderness, outdoorsman, you know, knives, guns, cleaners, there's, you know, flashlights, accessories, bags. I mean, pretty much everything. I mean, infrared, FLIR, you know, like night vision.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of everything, and it's cool to be able to do something like that, and to be able to pull from personal experience, whether it was myself behind the camera or you behind the camera. Because I mean, let's be completely honest, you had a couple aces you pulled out in your sleeve too when you were talking, you know, with Tim from the Maxpedition booth or Dan from Psionics, and you
Yeah.
know, even little things that I learned from you when you were, say, like at we were reviewing like the fixed blades at the QSP booth, and you were talking about the tang, you know, behind the
The wood.
grips, yeah, the wood grips and the wood handles, which I think was off camera, but still, I mean, little things that I caught both, you know, while we were there and while we were, you know, filming and while we were off camera, that we didn't really plan for. We didn't have notes that we took and what we were going to say. It was just, hey, let's go ahead and approach this. We more or less had a plan, and we went through it, you know. And we had surprisingly few bloopers, but we had a few. Only a
It's funny you say that because yeah, sometimes not everything goes into plan exactly the way you want it to. What do you think? Should we roll a little blooper reel here?
I'm kind of embarrassed to say, but I kind of want to see what the blooper reel is gonna be like, honestly.
All right, well, let's do it. Roll that film.
Hey there, everybody. Eric from Outer Limit. Sorry, stumbled over my word.
Wait,
Come to me.
You want to say, hey, it's Carlos?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Carlos from the Outer Limitless. Hey guys, it's Carlos from Daily Carry Solutions. I'm here with Eric from the Outer Limitless YouTube channel. Okay, I would be remiss if I didn't mention this because this is something that I just noticed on this particular knife. Now, I know you're probably not going to be doing this on every knife, but I did notice there was a change in steel.
Yes, there is.
Okay, let's talk about that.
So this one we're trying out a bit of 14C28N. That's the right number, right?
14, yes, 14C28N.
There we go.
Got it.
Sweet, I got it. Number soup.
No,
but
got
yeah,
it.
so we're trying it out. This little lanyard right here.
I've been dying to ask about that hole on the other side of the knife, so
pin.
talk about that.
This pin just snaps right in there, pops right on the other side, and locks the blade closed. Open, or in this case you can lock it closed as well.
These two models are hunting flashlights too. It is named T27 Ultimate T80. Sorry.
Now, there is also a ring attachment on this particular knife so that when you place it in your pocket.
Now. It's not a knife. Now.
Yeah. Now, there is a ring attachment.
Okay.
Now, the cool thing about this light is that there is a ring attachment so that when you place the knife. Wow, I kept saying knife. I'm used to a knife with attachment. I'm sorry. Okay, so, all right, cool. Let's try one more time. Now, one cool feature of the Oathkeeper is the ring attachment on here so that when you place the light inside of your pocket, you get 1600 plus lumens out of the PT28 Oathkeeper.
Hey there, everybody. Eric from Outer Limitless here from.
Let me show you the next one. This is the Chronic.
It's like
The
this and
Chronic.
like that and like this and it's like that and like this and like that and
I believe this is like the fifth time that I told this story. I'm sure everyone is sick of hearing it. To echo your earlier sentiment, go for the soft spots.
Go for the soft spots. Hey there, everybody. Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you here at SHOT Show 2020. Hey there, everybody. Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today at SHOT Show 2020 here at the Direct Action booth. I am here with Carlos from Daily Carry Solutions. Now we're here to cover the brand new products from Direct Action Gear. We're here at their booth and we are going to take a look at some of their brand new products. Stay tuned. Now at the time I had the, So at the time I had the Sky Crane.
So we're just gonna run the rail right over top of the rounds here. Lift. Go ahead and take the rail and plunge them in. Okay, so we have the AR magazine loader. It'll load, all right, start over. I missed the channel.
That's fine, you can keep loading. You can keep loading whenever you're ready.
I wasn't in my groove.
You know we're gonna send the bloopers to you guys.
Action.
Go ahead and hold it there right with your thumb. Take the rail right over top of the rounds. Lift it. Don't need to worry about rotating since we're just going through the feed lips. And you pop it in and it's fully loaded.
All right, so Sarah, thank you so much for showing us not only the pistol, but you were laughing. You got me.
I saw
I'm not even gonna look at you.
I saw his brain pause. I could literally see his brain pause.
I saw it, believe me. I'll put it in slow-mo.
The Take two. All right. Sarah, thank you so much for showing us the pistol caliber and the rifle caliber loaders from ETS Group.
We got Gen 5 Glock slides. That's actually Gen 4. So we got the Gen 5.
What's up, guys? It's Carlos from Daily Carry Solutions. We're here at SHOT Show 2020. I have Christine here with me. Amanda.
We won't rewind.
Take two. So I have Amanda here with me. You guys have really been known for your quality grips for a variety of firearms, whether it's pistol, whether it's striker fired. What's up, guys? It's Carlos from Daily Carry Solutions. I'm here with Eric from the Outer Limits. Has Concept talked a little bit about the pricing for these knives?
Start that over because my hands are moving.
So I noticed that there's a little bit more detail that's done to the titanium. It looks like a lemon peel style finish. Is that what they call it, I believe?
Orange peel.
Okay, close. Lemon peel, orange peel. Sorry, guys.
It's a citrus.
I was close. It's a new company. It's a bunch of new knives. A lot of really cool concepts here.
Yes.
I've probably said concept 20 times during it.
And at this point, there's a reason why you in particular were asked to help out at this booth.
I'm a designer for them because I designed the piercer for steel wheel. So this year they invited me to show the new products, but I don't have the knife here. Can we do it again? Because
that's okay.
No.
Yeah.
Going into one that I think we sold 400 of these on drop.com in 3 days. So that's going to be this knife here. So that's going to be what's the name on it? The Penguin. So we're going off another bird name for that one.
While QSP is growing, and while I've heard that you guys are really growing for OEM work as well.
Yeah, OEM work's coming through as well.
I mean, having the opportunity to put something like this in your hand and really feel, excuse me, how this knife. Excuse me?
Coming here, having the opportunity.
Yeah. All right. So coming here, having the opportunity to be able to put this in your hand, I think that you made a very strong point that you shouldn't have to put a price tag to be able to reliably protect yourself.
Hold on.
Okay.
Start on. We had the.
Okay, cool.
Hold on.
Very
you
nice.
can do it at the gangster style.
All right. See you later.
Yeah. I can't.
He gave me the knife. You saw it.
Okay.
All right. Very secure sheet.
Yes, very secure.
I might have a little bit of an issue taking it off, but in any case, I can present it. Let me see here. See if I can get it up. There we go.
The projector MSRP will be around, definitely lower than 60, around 60.
Okay.
Just a minute. Do you know how much this knife, the MSRP of this knife?
MISRP of the. I'll probably need to like cut off the MISRP.
No problem. No, we don't have to talk about price. Okay, so yeah.
That's in our Vanguard version.
What these batteries offer, they allow us to keep a similar profile, maintaining a 1-inch tube diameter, while increasing your runtime by about 50%, almost doubling that runtime that you'll get with an 18650 battery. So this particular flashlight operates on 4 LEDs, outputs up to 4,000 lumens, and get it to turn on.
We'll start over.
Yeah, we might have to get. We might start over
on this particular flashlight.
Hold on. I'm thinking. Okay. Okay. So this is the HM01 sneak peek. Hopefully this will be hitting the light this year, or excuse me, hitting the market this year.
So so this is the, and then hopefully this will be hitting the market this year. Start right there.
So this is the Nitecore HM01, and hopefully you'll be seeing this hitting the market this year.